For the last 4 weeks, I've been talking about church size and pastor mindset. And if you've been following along, you know that I've talked about the family-sized church, which usually runs about 50 people, and the pastor is a chaplain. And this isn't necessarily an unhealthy church. It can be very healthy and doing things of the kingdom, but has small impact. As a pastor, you say, I want to see it have a greater impact. And so I have to become an equiper and teach people how to do the work of the ministry, how to evangelize, how to disciple, how to connect with people. The next size church is the single cell church, where the pastor is the key shepherd to everyone and involved in everybody's life. In order to lead the church to its next potential growth phase, the pastor has to train other people to be shepherds and give the people over to the shepherding of others so that he's freed up to lead the church to growth and to other kinds of ministry. This is very hard and emotionally impactful, but it will change the church from a single cell church to a multi-cell church where people are connected with each other in small groups or through deacon ministry, and they are looking to the pastor as their key teacher and leader, but they're not calling him 24/7, and they're giving him freedom to lead the way that they need him to lead. This takes a church from anywhere from 150 to 350 people. Then there's the large church. The large church is a programmatic run church. It has a lot of programs that are defining its ministry to the community. And it's looking into the community and saying, what do we need to be doing that will draw people in a larger and larger way? Maybe it's music ministry, maybe it's team ministry, maybe it's social justice issues. But this is what defines the church. And the pastor there needs to have a lot of leaders around him who are raising up other leaders so that the church is continually increasing its footprint in the community. If you want to go from a large church to a decentralized church, you have to change the church, the way it does things, and grow partners. Now, you might be wondering, why am I going to talk about decentralized church? Because these churches are only 2%, and probably few of you right now are actually leading a church that size, or even hope to lead a church that size, or even want to lead a church that size. You might say, well, I'll never lead a church that size, so why do I need to know this? Well, it's because when we talk about mindset, if you ever reach this size, but even before you reach this size, you need to understand that the mindset of a pastor needs to be that I need the greatest spiritual accountability that I've ever needed in my life. That I need God to, endow me with a great sense of humility, because I am responsible for a lot of people whose lives are going to be impacted by how I live my life. That if I do well, it's going to lead them to do well. But if I fail, it's going to impact them too. It might impact them to lose their faith in God, or lose their faith in the church, or maybe fall into sin themselves. And so I don't want that to happen. I want to be accountable. You may feel like I've got accountability. I got people around me who are looking into my life, like my wife or some good friends. I want you to know that I hope that that works. And that's a good thing that you have some accountability. But when I talk about spiritual accountability, I'm talking about people who have a sensitivity for what God is saying. Maybe they're not the greatest leaders in the world. They would probably never be able to fill your shoes behind the pulpit. But they have insight about what God is saying. And they have an ear that just seems to be able to see and hear the things that are going on in your life, to look into the crevices and the closets and the cracks of your life and speak truth there. You want to be looking for somebody like this, because this is the only way that you will be safe to be able to lead at this level. So let me encourage you. This is the kind of mindset that you want to have when you're leading a decentralized church.